All right, let's talk about something I think we've all felt, that huge gap between feeling busy and actually feeling productive. Today, we're going to break down a really simple but powerful tool that's designed to help you not just survive the week, but to actually win it.
So, does this sound familiar? It's Friday afternoon. You have been running around all week. You've jumped from meeting to meeting. Your inbox is, well, maybe it's a little less chaotic. You're exhausted. But then someone asks, "Hey, do you have a good week?" And you kind of pause. You were busy, for sure. But were you successful?
This right here just nails the problem, doesn't it? On the left, you've got these vague, kind of unsatisfying feelings. I stayed busy isn't a measure of success. But on the right, that's clarity. That's confidence. Making that shift from I had a lot of meetings to I closed 2 new deals, that's the jump we're all trying to make. So let's actually give this feeling a name. We'll call it the I stayed busy problem. And it's like this fog of constant activity that keeps us, and our managers, by the way, from seeing what really matters. And more importantly, if we're actually making progress.
In this quote, man, it gets right to the heart of it. It's just a natural human default, you know? If we don't have a clear scoreboard, we just end up measuring motion. We count the hours, the emails, the meetings. But here's the thing, motion is not the same as progress. We have to define what success looks like. Otherwise, we're always just going to fall back on staying busy, which, let's be honest, is a recipe for burnout. So, how do we fix this? How do we cut through all that fog and get to some real clarity? Well, the solution is actually pretty simple, but it's super powerful. It's all about creating a scorecard for your success. And here it is, the Win the Week scorecard. I want you to think of it just like a scoreboard for your job. This isn't some scary performance review. It's a simple, weekly guide that defines, in clear numbers and actions, what it really means to have a winning week.
And the real magic here is just how simple it is. As an employee, you get this huge psychological relief because you know exactly what to focus on. And as a manager, you can see in an instant if your team is on the right track. It just removes all the guesswork and replaces it with pure alignment. No more end-of-week guessing games.
Okay, so this sounds great, right? But how do you actually make one? Well, it is so much simpler than you think. Let's break down the 3 essential steps to building your very own Win the Week scorecard. Okay, first, just list the key actions, the things that truly drive success in your role. What are the non-negotiables? Second, you have to give each action a number, a clear, measurable target. So not make some calls, but make 10 calls. And third, and this is absolutely crucial, you gotta keep it simple. If you have 20 priorities, you really have none. Limiting it to just 3 to 7 things forces you to focus on what actually matters. I mean, just look at how clear these examples are. Respond to client emails within 1 business day. That's not some vague hope. It's a standard you can measure. Submit weekly report by Friday at 3 p.m. It's binary. You either did it or you didn't. This is what real clarity looks like when you put it into practice. So, once you've gone through those steps, what do you have? You've got a finished product. A single document that creates this incredible confidence because now you have a shared, concrete definition of what a win actually is. And here's your final sanity check. Is the list short and focused? Check. Does every single item have a clear, measurable target? Check. And most importantly, does the entire scorecard answer one simple question? Is this person winning their week? If you can look at it and say yes, you are done. This quote, from a manager's perspective, really brings it all home. This is the ultimate goal, right? To be able to look at a simple scorecard and say, you know what? If my team member hits these targets consistently, I'm happy. It builds this amazing foundation of trust and mutual understanding. So let's bring it all back to you. Forget about a full scorecard for just a second. I want you to think about this. If you had to pick just one metric, one single action or number that truly defines a winning week for you in your role, what would it be? That's your starting point. That's how you begin to transform busy into truly productive.